Hello, this is Michelle Carrington, serving you with the energy of love, light, truth, and compassion. This is probably one of the most beautiful spreads I've done in a long time. I did it for myself, but I really feel that it can serve so many people, so I decided to share it with you all. So this spread is actually called the 4 Jewels of the Goddess spread. There are 4 positions. This is position number 1, position number 2, position number 3, and position number 4. And the first position is the Maiden. The Maiden card represents the beginning, the motive, or the initial inspiration of something. The second card is the Priestess. The Priestess represents your personal experience of a situation and how it affects you. In position number 3, we have the Queen, who represents how you will be empowered as a result of your experience. And in the 4th position, we have the Crone. The Crone represents the integrated wisdom, the lesson learned, and the gift in the experience. This spread shows the potential evolution of a situation, each goddess representing a stage in awareness and manifestation of what you've been asking about. So I'd like to share with you some of the beautiful synchronicities of this spread. First of all, when I put this spread out, one of the things that I noticed right away is that all of the goddesses ended up facing the center of our spread. And when I laid it out, I actually didn't consider the name of it, the 4 Jewels of the Goddess, yet I have 4 jewels in my spread that I included, which is very synchronistic in my experience. And then as I was putting it all together, this feather came off of a pillow on my couch and landed beautifully. So I just felt that I needed to share this, that it would serve more than just me. So let's go into what the representations, what these goddesses help us to appreciate. So the first goddess that came out, and this is the Maiden, and her card represents the beginning, the motive, the initial inspiration. I found it really interesting that it brought us the goddess Lastra, and she's the goddess of new beginnings. And how interesting that she's the goddess of new beginnings. Also, what appears on her forehead is a new moon, and we are in a new moon phase that just started a couple of days ago. So that also is synchronistic. Let's read the message that Lastra has for us. Lastra tells us in her alignment message to look to the potential hidden in promising connections and opportunities. The difficulty arises when you think you already know how something will go. You might do something prematurely or miss an amazing experience that's right in front of you because you're looking in another direction. The real lesson is not in whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so you can experience something new. Life is for learning, and right now your alignment task is to be with what is, which is perfect as it is. Look at the lessons in your life and how they are repeating. You will find that when you come to understand them, you will know why your current situation happened. Everything has a purpose for new life. Even disappointments can turn into miracles. Trust that the goddess of the dawn, Esther, will bring light and hope in your heart for a good cause. Even if it's different from what you expect, it's always beautiful. That message just rings true with the new beginnings, to be with what is and to allow it to happen. It just feels so good. So the next goddess that we have has another alignment message for us, and she is the goddess Morrigan. She's the goddess of death and magic. And sometimes when we pull a death card, we think that, oh, that's scary, and what does that mean for us? Well, it's interesting that this priestess position represents your personal experience of a situation and how it affects you. And it's really beautiful, the message that Morrigan has for us in her alignment message. She says magic is everywhere and in all aspects of life, including death, dying, decay, and what is dark and hidden deep within our very natures. Yet, in our modern culture, we spend so much time in denial, concocting ways to avoid death, refusing to allow nature to be true. We've lost so much wisdom as a result. You're being invited to address the areas in your life that no longer serve and that need to die, without a promise of what will take its place. Do you need to walk away from someone, a way of behaving or thinking? Like the caterpillar who has no idea how to be a butterfly, you must surrender to the process of metamorphosis. You must make the room for a miracle, while at the same time not demanding certainty. The magical death goddess Morrigan offers you the alignment task of self-inquiry. What death are you resisting right now? What darkness do you need to bring to awareness? How has fear ruled your choices? Who could you be if you had the courage to look at life on life's terms? Your magic is so much stronger than you think. You can do this. Your dreams depend on it. Morrigan will be with you every step of the way. How beautiful to know that we have support and letting go of things that no longer serve us, that we can move into a space of self-inquiry and into a space of beautiful self-reflection and decide and figure out what does serve us and pursue those dreams. And so following that, we have the queen position who empowers us with the result or as a result of our experience. And that empowering queen is the queen of humor, Yuzumi. Look at her laughter. Look at how beautiful she is. Oh, it's just wonderful. Let's read the empowerment message that Yuzumi has for us. When the Japanese goddess of laughter and mirth, Yuzumi, enters your day, be playful and cultivate good-natured humor. Laughter is the best medicine and exceptionally healing at this time. Keep your focus on fun and positivity and see the humor if you can. Life is not meant to be all work and no play, all focus and no release. Humor fosters resilience and lightheartedness, alleviates emotional pain, giving a much needed break from the burdens and speed of life. Now is the time for you to be silly, laugh more, even take up laughing yoga. Yes, the world is serious, and your dreams and desires are too, but the joyful goddess Yuzumi reminds you to enjoy your life and have fun. Doesn't that feel good? That feels so good, especially in light of everything that's been going on lately in the world. It feels good to be assured that laughter and fun and just taking time to express our release and play. Oh, that feels so good. Be silly. Laughing yoga. I've never tried it, but I'll have to look into it. So the last message we have is from the crone position. This represents the integrated wisdom and the lesson learned, the gift in the experience. And this, what a beautiful lesson, the lesson of independence from the goddess Lilith. Look at that beauty that she carries and a crown of wings with light beaming through her crown chakra. Gorgeous. And look at all that abundance hanging off of her, gold and sparkle. There's a lot going on there. So let's see what the goddess Lilith has to tell us about empowerment. The Jewish goddess Lilith refused to be dominated by the first man, and as a result was called a demon in the stories about her that followed. These inaccurate and damaging stories are so old and repeated that so often no one recognizes how pervasive their implications are. From another perspective, Lilith offers this lesson. No one can prevent you from fully blooming, from learning all you can, from evolving and choosing freedom. Only your conditioned thinking can do that. Be proud, be accountable, claim your power and hold it wisely. Right now, you are in an excellent position to attract healthy, interdependent, collaborative relationships that truly serve the highest good. Friendships flourish with mutual respect and support. Love relationships bloom with ample space for both parties to grow. Business ventures thrive in service to the greater good. The goddess Lilith wants to show you the way to claim a healthy self-worth and self-respect by refusing to let your old stories keep you down. You will be amazed at how deep, meaningful, and respectful your experience becomes in all areas of your life when you make the choices from a place of empowered independence. Making choices from a place of empowered independence. How beautiful. And not letting our past, not letting the stories that maybe we have been telling ourselves, the stories that formed us previously, to keep us from fully blooming. It's time to bloom. It's time to grow. It's time to attract healthy, interdependent, collaborative relationships that truly serve the highest good. It's time. What a beautiful spread. Thank you for allowing me to share it with you. Blessings to all.